Good day everybody, and thank you for joining me on the channel. First of all, I want to give a little bit of an update as to why there hasn't been a video in the last 41 days. I've had a few health problems that I'm dealing with at the moment, but I'm getting back to it now, guys, and the videos are going to come in same schedule as before, 2 videos a week starting from next week. So what have we had while I've been out? Well, Starfield updated to version 1.1470 that also bought the Shattered Space expansion on September the 30th. So there's going to be multiple videos from me coming out shortly in terms of things that have happened with Shattered Space, what is still working, what's been broken, etc. So all of those will be coming out as well. We're going to go over today a little bit of the patch notes that have come out in relation to Shattered Space and the September 30th update. So let's get into it. So first of all, obviously the update brings with it the Shattered Space DLC, which, if you didn't know, if you're a premium user you get it for free. If you are not a premium or didn't buy the premium bundle when you first bought Starfield, you will have to pay for it. Okay, now I believe that the price of it on Steam, $25.99, as we can see right there. So if you don't have the premium edition, you will need to purchase that through either Steam or through the Xbox Game Store, Game Pass. Now there's been a load of videos come out from Bethesda in the run-up to the Shattered Space DLC. We're not going to go over all of those. Suffice to say, the DLC concentrates on House Va'ruun and on a planet called Va'ruun Kai. Okay, so the DLC gets into the origin story effectively of Va'ruun Kai, Va'ruun, and House Va'ruun, and starts to unravel the mysteries surrounding the elusive followers of the Great Serpent. But in this fix we also have multiple changes as well. So fixes for quests, fixes for the Rev 8, which is the new land-based vehicle that everybody should have now as well. There are changes in the ship builder as well, which I know a lot of people were annoyed at Bethesda, but we'll get into that in a minute when we get down to that section. So first of all, so features, there aren't that many, right? Just a change in the creation kit. The process which is used to create models is now available. That's probably why we've seen a increase in the amount of models and the amount of creations that have been coming to the game. Now in general, so they've done some performance and stability improvements. Loaded creations has limited before to 255. That has now been resolved. They've made visual improvements and bug fixes for weapon models. Head tracking has been improved, as well as camera no longer being jostled when jumping. In the gameplay section, we also have the Annihilator particle beam damage no longer affects companions. There have been changes to the robots and the turrets. They now take damage from EM weapons. They didn't before. The boom pop dynamite recipe has now had an issue that I don't know what the issue was. Let me know in the comments down below if you ever had that issue with the crafting of that recipe. And there are changes to the crew as well as crowd behavior near the well as well. Okay, there have been quests that have changed. There's a lot of quests here. We're not going to go through them all. Okay, but they have done a lot of fixes. I know there are still some bugs out there that people are saying haven't been fixed since day one. My only thing on that is try a brand new game save. I know it doesn't help, but try a brand new game. Locations wise, they've updated a bunch of locations and tried to fix a whole bunch of problems. Things like on Maheo 1, where Sonny DeFalco's mansion is there, they've fixed an open gap on the roof. They've fixed some areas in the New Atlantis Lake in the north of Atlantis that can appear to intersect with terrain. And there's been a collision issue at the Red Mile as well they've fixed. Now, moving on to the ships and the ship builder. So, when Bethesda decided in their infinite wisdom to remove ship glitching in the ship builder, there was an absolute uproar. Now, the community went all in and released a mod pretty much the next day that allowed you still to be able to flip your ship modules around to do glitching when building ships. Now, because of that uproar, Bethesda have seemed to change the behavior and have now added in an option that will allow you to glitch build in the ship builder as well. Okay, so that has now been allowed. You can toggle it on and off if you want to glitch ships, or if you don't, you can just leave it off and they will go into their normal locking behavior. Alright. They've also fixed a crash that could occur when modifying ships that contained a live mine. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't exactly go around putting live mines on my ship. It's a little bit of an odd one there. We might have to check that one out. And also addressing issues that could allow non-sellable ships to be sold to vendors. Now, I will be going through and doing a glitch video in the coming days to find out whether we can still duplicate ships or not for selling, because that is one of the best money makers that is still in the game at the moment, in my opinion anyway. That video is coming out soon, so stay tuned for that, guys. Alright, the Rev 8 changes. So they have addressed issues with active. They've changed wheel FX as well. Let's have a look. Nameplates and health bars are now displayed consistently while you're in the vehicle. Kaiser and Vasco will no longer try to battle each other when they're sitting in the Rev 8 when following. And the vehicle icon will no longer display on interior maps. So when you go into, let's say, the well, for example, before you used to have Rev 8 come up on the map, the mini map. That now no longer does not happen. It's been fixed, so that's good. Vehicle lights will no longer be automatically on when loading a save. Well, I was playing this the other day, just going through a couple of hours of Shattered Space, and my lights seemed to go on and off at random times, which I found a little bit strange, but we'll see whether that is actually fully fixed or not. And fast travel distance for vehicle is now in line with other points of interest and landed ships. So they've done a whole bunch of UI changes as well, guys. So there are masked display changes when selling items from ship cargo. They've resolved issues with waiting that could briefly cause unintended text to appear as well. Healing items now preview the amount of health restored. And all manner of fixes here. Apparently tunneling creatures will no longer show their nameplates or quest targets when tunneling. That kind of makes it hard if you're trying to battle, let's say, a Terramorph, for example, who will go underground and then jump up behind you. You used to be able to track them, now you won't be able to do that. And then there are some audio changes as well, guys. So some changes with mercenary voices, the ecliptic voices, and just a few other audio changes there, nothing major. So guys, it is a fairly major update, obviously, with the Shattered Space DLC launching as well. I have only had a couple of hours play of Shattered Space at the moment, as I said, health problems right now. But I'm hoping to get them sorted and be back to full strength and coming at you guys with multiple videos very, very soon. Guys, thank you very much for bearing with the channel. I know I haven't uploaded anything in the last sort of 42 days. But as I say, health comes first, guys. But we're surviving, we're conquering, and we're getting out there and exploring, guys, as well. Thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, everybody.